Hello everyone, welcome back to Broken Couch Gaming. This is episode 3 of The Rise of Rome and Broken Couch Gaming. So we're just going to get started right away. All of our notifications disappeared because I got out at the start of the turn. But we can just go to our people and see what they're up to. We got Pompeia here in Volscian territory, keeping an eye on them. Looks like they're at war with the HERNICI. So we'll just keep exploring their territory, seeing what they're up to. They got 2 armies here in their capital. And then we'll have her cut this way. The HERNICI are actually our best friends right now. Check here. So it might be in our best interest to keep them alive and attack the Volscians and take Latium. And we could also keep her on her intelligence network spying. We're not going to leave her in this spot, but she can do this once every other turn to keep her skills going up. We're going to leave our trained diplomat here in Rome, and then we're going to send the one that we won from the mission. We're going to send him to DEI. And if we look at our new agent's trait, he's a magnet. Fish guts. That's where the money is. Gives a minus 3% construction cost in the local province, and plus 6% wealth from all commerce buildings when you have the commercial stimulation edict on. Now for the legions. Camillus has gained a lot of popularity for his faction if we check. He now has 62% of the Senate. It's quite a bit more than he started with. So we might want to consider letting the 2nd Legion fight this rebellion. Now it might be your first instinct to destroy the rebels right away, but it's actually a good idea to let it build for a couple turns, and then you can lower your public order that way, and you'll get some disgruntled populations out in the rebellion. And then when you kill the rebellion, you'll have more control of the territory. So I guess our only decision is if we want Camillus to fight this battle, or Aemilius Catullus. And after taking a look around, I think I'm just going to have Camillus fight this. I'm going to give Catullus his men, and send him back to Rome. We got a decent reputation with the Sabines, but we should just keep an eye on them in case they sneak attack us. Now we're going to merge Camillus' army one more time. Maybe we can chase the rebels away, stop them from raiding. I think that's why we're losing food. Yeah. So now that we chased them away, and they're not raiding anymore, we get our food back. I could recruit some for his army, but I think I'm just going to wait. Having one almost full army is good enough for the amount of territory we own. We'll just leave him in the city because we actually make more income if he's in the city than if he's outside of the city patrolling. So we'll just leave him there. Construction in Roma and Ostia is almost finished. We got one more turn for these. And we got quite a while for these ones to finish up in Veii. A quick look at the relationships. Like I said, the HERNICI are our new best friends. Tarcuna is pretty close with us as well. We'll try to keep our friendship with them so we don't have to worry about the north right now. Neapolis is friends with us. They're going to be our friends south of the Latin people, the Samnites and the Volscians. The Sabines we're neutral with, as I said already. The Umbri are not really bordering us right now, but we should keep an eye on that relationship as well. The Visul were the ones that sailed past us not too long ago. Yeah, they're way down here now. Almost close to Neapolis. The Aequii are not friends with us, but they only hold one city here that we're not bordered with. The Samnites hate us, and the Volsci hate us. So they're definitely a group we're going to have to keep an eye on. And unfortunately, we don't have the money to do any games in Rome or anything. I'm not going to waste all my money on this. We did get new objectives. I read the Annals of Rome. So our first secondary objective is the Spoils of Victory. Research the following technology. Training reforms. Victory for Rome is all. For those who deliver it, no reward is too lavish and no praise too pompous. So that'd be in our military technology. This one here. And our secondary objective. Iovis honored. Construct the following building. Temple of Jupiter. Jupiter Optimus Maximus. master of the gods, protector of Rome, is a strong ally and a fearsome adversary. We rely on his good graces to keep our rightful place among mankind. Our duty is to honor him appropriately. So they want a Temple of Jupiter. We'll probably build that in Rome. We got 2 more turns for our civil technology. And I did notice, I forgot to read it in the last episode. With development in trade and transport, land could be used to reap huge benefits, from crops grown to meet demands for food across the known world. Land became the favored form of investment as the big estate owners looked to manage their estates carefully to maximize production and profit. Increasing the peasant labor force was the simplest method of getting more from arable farmland. But there was also the option of investing in animal husbandry or leasing plots to tenant farmers to profit from rents. So that is the one we are currently researching right now, and we'll probably go ahead and jump back over to this when we're finished. Alright, so I think that's enough messing around. We got our feet back on the ground, we know what's going on. Let's go ahead and end this turn. Our trade agreement has dissolved with the HERNICI. I hope it's not because they were conquered. Oh, it's because they were conquered. That's not good. We got our construction report. Our amphitheater in Rome is finished. The salt village in Ostia is finished. The harbor in Ostia is finished. And the grain pits in Ostia are finished. We have a household expansion. Marcus Fusus got a pet snake. We could check that over here. +1 cunning, plus 8% chance of wounding enemy agents in self-defense. We have a trespasser. The Sabines have dared to come into Veii territory, but they destroyed our rebellion, so we can forgive them for now. We could do our construction here in Veii. I don't know if I want to do an amphitheater here, or maybe a supply pit, or a delicatessen. So I'm going to give it another turn or two to think about it. After reading through all these, I think I might go for the supply pit when it's ready. It is never a bad idea to stockpile salt, grain, and supplies. And the reason why I'm thinking about going for this, if you want to look at this long list of benefits it has. +1 grain, +2 road development, 50 wealth from farming, agriculture, -4 banditry, +1 food from farms, -20% attritional losses when under siege, +5% wealth from farming, +2% army replenishment rate. The import food edict gives you +1 food and 2 growth, but it does give you -5% local farming and livestock income. The export food edict gives you +2 food and +1 growth. Gives you 0.2% first class citizen, 0.3% second class citizen. It gives us a supply line and some supply storage bonuses. Provides 2 garrisons, 1 hastati, 1 akensi, and it unlocks recruitment of a baggage train. So the reason why I want to do that is because Kisra is basically going to be a farming village and fishing. So those will give benefits to that. They are still unhappy. They'll probably be that way for a while, at least until we can get some population conversion. Even Rome is getting troubled now. If we look at why, it's mostly because of events that have happened recently, taxes and slaves. So when we loot the cities, we actually take slaves. You're taking the money and you're enslaving the people. We have encountered Carthage. Beware the upcoming Punic Wars. Well, let's go ahead and go back to our spy, Pompeia. Let's check out what's going on in Casinum. And just keep her close here on the border, kind of in this area. The HERNICI still have 1 army left. They might be able to take their town back. And if they did that, that would actually severely weaken the Volscians. So we might want to think about getting Camillus wrapped up over there and bringing him back over here. We can move Gaius Fabius into position here at Veii.
Setting forth for Rome.
And have him start his administrative work. Do we keep Camillus here in Veii, or do we move him into position to fight the Volscians? Yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to move the 2nd Legion close to Ostia.
Was there something else you needed?
On second thought, I think we'll just disband the 2nd Legion. We'll keep that money. An extra 3,000 a turn. We're not going to attack the Sabines. Perhaps we should even think about military access.
Welcome, worthy friend. I trust
They're not interested. And yeah, I think we're just going to move into position to take out the Volscians. We could always move back if we have to. Or restart the 2nd Legion here. Hopefully our garrison will be populated by then. We could put Camillus into patrol. And we have enough now for our supply pit. It's going to take 5 turns and 3,500. Let's go ahead and do it while we have the high income per turn. And that's a pretty straightforward turn, so we're just going to go ahead and end it. Nothing eventful. The Sabines return to their territory. We completed land management tech. Appius has returned home. The rebellion is imminent in Veii, so we can move Camillus back. Let's go ahead and do our beginning of turn save that I've been kind of forgetting to do. One of our administrators has a guard dog. Woof. +1 cunning, +10% chance of wounding enemy agents in self-defense. +2 public order from military presence in the local province. So now we gotta kind of guess where the rebellion's gonna be in Kisra or Veii. I'm just gonna head towards Veii. See what Pompeia's up to. The HERNICI looks like are gonna go for Casinum. But I still want to keep an eye on our border up here. Yeah, see they're starting another army. Keep Camillus in patrol. Let's do our first games over here. Let's check the house that's upset with us. It looks like the House of Aemilia is upset. Do they really get upset when you disband one of them as a general? I think so. I think that's what that -10 is there. Because last turn they were pretty okay with us. Or maybe it's just natural degradation, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to have him throw games in Rome. The games were a great success, increasing public order in the province. It's amazing. We're not going to worry about doing that in Veii right now because they're not happy. And it gave us about +10 public order. So now that our first civil tech is unlocked, all of our other civil techs, we can go back to military. And get our training reforms done so we could get our secondary objective this time. The combination of the two of these is going to take 8 turns, which is about 2 years. So the first one is barracks construction. Construction of specific buildings to handle military training allows for better troops. Gives us +10% ammunition for all missile units, enables the recruitment of rank 1 champions, and enables the building of an auxiliary camp and a stationis vigilum. And a little lore for the barracks. The Roman legion was established in 320 BC, splitting Rome's forces into 3 distinct classes based on age, experience, and wealth. The legion was formed up as 30 compact blocks of men, or maniples, deployed in a chessboard formation. The hastati, made up of the younger men, were the first to engage the enemy, armed with pila or javelins. They were backed by a second row of principes, men in the prime of their life who were formidable enough to close any battle for the Romans. They too were armed with pila, as well as a sword for close combat. Behind this rank of men, the triarii would wait, often kept kneeling to help check any temptation to charge into the fray. These men were the most experienced troops in the legion. And with that, that turn's done. So the rebels actually did form in Kisra, and we're going to go ahead and help them take them out, but we're just going to auto-resolve this battle. And we get to decide what to do with the captured. And you know me, I like the money, we're just going to take the wealth. Okay, here we are, the spring of 397 BC. This was the rebellion in Kisra that the Tarcuna destroyed. Appius has returned from his mission of organizing games in Rome. We got the Field of Mars constructed here in Veii. The farm in Kisra is finished. Rome is becoming more and more unhappy. But it looks like we're balancing out just a little bit. And Marcus Fusus has gained another rank. He is now rank 3. So if we look at the next level of upgrades, we got some pretty good ones here. Valor sounds good. Valor is a gift from the gods given to few mortals. Gives us plus 2% melee attack skill for the army. And plus 1 experience gained by the general of the parent army for every turn. Another one that sounds good is Warfare. Peace makes sheep of even the bravest lions. Gives us plus 15% income from raiding for the army. And unlocks a commit arson action, where you can cause 5% damage to a single building in an enemy settlement. Basically, starts a fire. And then we get one more upgrade. And for the third one, I think I'm just going to unlock the middle and balance everything out. Partisan. The enemy should never be given a moment's rest. Plus 1 cunning, plus 5% chance of evading enemy agents. Going back to Pompeia. And the Volscian territories, it looks like the HERNICI were probably wiped out eventually. But let's travel on down the road and see what happened. Well, they are still alive. They're just slowly deteriorating. I don't know why they're not taking a city. They're just raiding. Our administrators are administrating. Veii is going to continue to be a problem, but I think we should probably just move into Volscian territory again. The Sabines and the Tarcuna can hopefully keep that area defended for us from rebels. Do we want to upgrade the army with a few more soldiers? I'm not so sure. Not right now, we'll just keep the high upkeep. So I'm going to wait to upgrade the Field of Mars here in the Veii territory until we can unlock the auxiliary camp. Because then we could actually get Etruscan warriors fighting in our armies. So we got 2 more turns until that's finished, and then I'll upgrade the Field of Mars in Veii. Check on some more political actions. We could secure the loyalty here, but I don't think it's necessary right now. We're going to save the money. Let's start getting some public order in Rome. Let's have another organized games. We'll have the second brother, Publius Aemilius Catulus, run the game. Oh no, we can't do it in Rome. Probably got a cooldown. That makes sense. Alright, so we're just going to burn this turn then. Our agent has been exposed in Volscian territory. Got another rebellion coming in Veii. One of our administrators has ranked up. Both of our administrators have ranked up. The HERNICI have been destroyed, finally. And Spurius Furius Megellinus has had his obsessive trait aged. Let's check out Pompeia. We'll have her do a loop around here, or just cut through the woods, whatever's easier. Keep her up on our intelligence network. We can upgrade our first administrator, Sextus Cassius Dolabella. Let's just go ahead and even them out first. And then I'm going to go ahead and do military overseer. Keeping the people in line is easier when swords are displayed. Gives us minus 3% upkeep for all units in the local area. And minus 3% land unit recruitment cost. And next I'm just going to keep it simple and do political reformer. History is written by the victors. Plus 2 public order in the local area. I'm going to do that to keep Rome kind of neutral since they're a little upset here. As for Gaius Fabius Maximus, he's below the threshold in all 3 areas, so we're just going to try balancing him out. We'll start with administrator, and then go with public order. The power of the spoken word knows no equal. Plus 1 zeal, plus 5% chance of evading enemy agents. Camillus, what are we going to do with you? I think it's time to attack the Volscians before they get too strong. They are building a lot of armies around here. They have destroyed our best friends. And they are threatening our borders. Do we have any treaties with them? We have no treaties with them. They have no allies or enemies. We're going to offer them a non-aggression pact and a trade agreement as a final show of goodwill. Won't you give peace a chance and be friends? They've rejected that offer. How could they do that?
Remove the stench, and even then, our merchants would not waste their coin.
How could you let your people be destroyed like that? But we have one more offer of noble Roman virtue and generosity. We're going to offer them to become a client state. And if they refuse this, we're just going to have to destroy them because they are too selfish to live as neighbors to Rome.
A fishwife would rightly throw such stinking fare back in your insolent face.
Those are fighting words. Now my only question is, do we recruit to get the army more full? We can fill up this army, I think, in this turn. And then attack Volscian territory with a full force. Or do we just hit them now with what we got? My instinct is to hit them now with what we got, retreat back into Roman territory, and then recruit. So let's see how that works. For destroying our friends and refusing our generous offers, the Volscians will be destroyed. The gods have smiled on us. Dry weather. Jupiter approves of our war. Apollo approves of our war. Alright, lads, you heard the history teacher. Checkerboard formation. Wait, that's not checkerboard. This is checkerboard formation. There we go. Let's do this.
At the double! On our terms, not theirs. This is the moment you have waited for. Train. Commander! Understood! General! Commander! Forward!
These Latin Volscian warriors. Sheep-herding raiders. Do they not realize they don't hold a candle to our brave citizen farming soldiers? And they actually got slingers of their own, I think. I don't think these are javelins. So we have to be careful with our slingers. We're going to let our men get into position, and then I can show you a little trick I do when you have long range versus a long range. We're going to move our cavalry into position over here. Get them to move their line.
We await your command! Equities!
And then bring them in. And while you're bringing them in, move your army up.
Ready. Triarii! Living! Double time!
There, we've confused them. They're all moving around now. They don't know what to do.
We await your command!
And we can line up our levies just a little bit closer. Right there. Now that we're in range. As soon as they get into range, let them go.
Equities!
Oh, don't stop your cavalry, or they'll get attacked.
Pikes ready! Commander! You have orders, sir! Quickly now!
Let's bring our cavalry back. We don't want them getting hurt. We're just going to set up the hostati. Straight line. We're going to do our principes the way we have been. Covering the back flank. Let's make sure let's make sure our Kensi are hitting their slingers.
Missile infantry! Ready for order!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Proud Roman Arms all! Ready your weapons!
Now we can bring in our cavalry that they've committed all their troops already.
Principes! Spearmen at the ready!
Triari are going to hold the center.
Spearmen ready for orders!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Commander, at your service!
Let's send the Italian. Let's send our general into the back of these guys. And then we'll send our other 2 units into the general. Psych. We'll have the general do his then we'll have the general do his abilities here. Remark our Mackenzie. Alright, we broke that flank. Now we're going to move our general here into theirs. And we're going to bring this Principe around.
General!
There, we just surrounded his general.
Equitage! Advance! General, your orders!
Let's bring this guy around, see if he can make it.
General! Come for glory! Equitage!
Gonna pull these guys out, they're getting kind of messed up a little bit. And have them go hit these guys. Our flanks are holding fine. Looks like their general's about to go down.
Ready and waiting.
Our slingers have tore up their slingers pretty good.
Principes! At the double!
Come on, kill their general. We're going to realign our Mackenzie, maybe over here on this side. I'm going to bring these infantry here,
Ready and waiting.
and you guys there. Bring our general back into the fight.
General!
Have our cavalry keep running those guys down. We're gonna bring our levies, keep running them around into the flank. Actually hit these guys, make sure they don't come back. And our general's gonna come straight into the back. Yep, they're coming back. So just reline. You guys come back into the fight.
The battle is turning in our favor. One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Wrap around. We're gonna try and hit the retreating men. I think we broke them. Continue and run them down. Set you guys up to shoot them down. Lost a little more cavalry than I normally would have liked. Set them up on the outside of the range of the slingers. But make sure you get out of the firing range right now. And then set these guys up to just mow them down.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
They could fire a little quicker.
At your service, riders and the double.
Alright, that's good enough. We're just going to have the cavalry finish them off. Move the levies into position over here. Turn their fire at will off. We lost 360. They lost almost 3,000. We destroyed all of them except for their general. That's pretty frustrating. We captured 918 men in the rundown. It's quite a bit of wealth and slaves. Or we could kill them as righteous vengeance for our HERNICI brothers. But since we did just start a war, I think I'm gonna need the money.
Heading out.
So we messed them up pretty good, and we didn't even really lose hardly anyone. Really makes me wonder if I could take their entire city right now. And Camillus did gain another household. He gained a diligent centurion. Oh, and throw him to the floor, sir. Plus 2 public order per turn in the local province. Now this is where we start getting into the options of the household. It can take a while to build up extra household members, but once you have them, you can switch them out. So right now we have a trophy hunter, but if we wanted to, we could switch him out with the centurion. So it all depends on what you'd like. So back to Camillus. I think what I'm going to do is pull him back to Rome, following my original plan.
Quick, march.
And we don't even have to merge these units. We can just wait for them to get better. I mean, 2 turns isn't that bad. And then also, we can recruit some new ones. Now, it may be an unpopular choice, but I always like to use a baggage train for foreign invasive armies.
And gold with the Roman army.
First of all, it's immersive, it's realistic. Every army had a baggage train. But second of all, it helps you from running out of supplies and everything in foreign territory, so it actually helps you. And it also helps your replenishment in your own territory. So overall, it's not a bad unit. Next, I'm interested in increasing the punching power of this army. Our front line Akensi are doing great. Our Hastati are doing alright. But the more experience they get, the better off they'll be. So what I'm interested really in doing is adding some Triari. And maybe even another unit of cavalry. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with another unit of cavalry. And I think I changed my mind about not merging the Hastati. I'm going to merge them. And then I'm going to add a couple more, if I can. No, just one more. Our Principes are ranking up, so I don't want to merge them. Even our lowest rank only needs 3 turns to recover in Rome. Let's go ahead and do maybe one more turn. We'll see what the Volscians do. But first, it's the Tarcuna, again helping us with our rebellion in Kisra. Keep it balanced, auto-resolve. And that's another 800 gold for us. Oh, they just went right around us. The Carthaginian politician. A man is brought before you. He is accused of killing a Carthaginian official. However, he offers a sizable monetary contribution in return for assurance of his safety. What shall we do? Do we give him sanctuary? A purse full of gold is worth a few furrowed brows in distant Carthage. Or do we surrender to Carthage? The enmity of Carthage should be avoided. Send the man to his doom. This is an interesting dilemma because Carthage is kind of far away from us right now. But when we do come into contact with them, do we want them to hate us or do we want them to like us? I think the Punic Wars are inevitable, so we're going to take the gold. We got a rebellion in Kisra. This is the one Tarcuna helped us with. Our barracks construction research is complete. We got some more construction complete. The Roman barracks in Rome is finished. Our farming settlement in Kisra is finished. And our fishing port at Kisra is finished. Lucius Furius Medulinus has an aged narcissistic trait. This is our recruitment. We got our baggage train, our triari, our equites, and our stati. Let's see what Pompeia is up to. We're going to move her into position here on the border. Actually, I wanted to stop her a little, like around here, but it's alright. Looks like we are completely on the forefront of taking this city because they have very small armies right here. I can even mess with them a little bit. The positive outcome of a sabotage of their supplies is a 23% chance, but honestly, it's just not worth it right now. The amount of gold and the chance of losing a spy for a couple turns is not a good trade-off. We're going to leave our administrators alone, as usual. Now, Camillus is curious why the great warriors of Volscia all of a sudden decided to set up a fort at the crossroads between Roma and Ostia. So he wants to go ask him a couple questions. But we're going to wait for that. Let's go ahead and check out Roma. All the construction is done here, so we could just ride this for a while. In Veii, we can perhaps consider upgrading our fishmongers. It's going to make the people of Veii upset, and it's going to increase the spoiler, which is here. We don't want diseases spreading around our territory, so I think we're just going to leave this alone for right now. We're not struggling for food at the moment. And as promised, I'm going to do the auxiliary camp here. And this gives us Etruscan military units. Tarcuna and Neapolis are still our friends. We've lost the HERNICI, of course, regrettably. We can make diplomatic ties with Carthage. Let's see if they're interested in a trade agreement.
Today is a good day to discuss.
They are not.
Your trade goods are of little use to the master merchants of Carthage.
Back in Rome, we're going to go to our technology. We finished the barracks construction here, so we're going to move on to training reforms. Bloody drill makes bloody battles victorious ones. Gives us minus 2% recruitment costs for all army units in all provinces. And minus 2% upkeep costs for all armies. So that's something we definitely need. With the Marian reforms, joining the Roman army became a full-time occupation. Men trained all year round, not just during the campaign season when Rome was under threat. Legionnaires were expected to be able to fight in a number of formations with a variety of weapons. These skills were then tested in mock training battles. The captured Jewish leader, Josephus, witnessed such drills and offered a vivid account of the violence that took place. It would be fair enough to call their drills bloodless battles, and their battles bloody drills. Speaking of a bloody drill, it is time for Camillus to interrogate the Volscian general. This man is not even going to run. He's going to actually fight at the fort. And I'm going to say, because this episode's been kind of slow, you know, we're going to go ahead and do this battle. Fog might be an interesting choice for a fort battle, actually, but I'm addicted to just fighting in dry conditions if I can help it. But it's going to be fog anyway. Now, my habit of fighting with reinforcements is to link up with them as soon as possible, so I'm going to set up my entire army over here.
Command! Look at them, cowering behind their walls. They know in their hearts that we are coming for them. And when we make this place ours, there will be...
Our reinforcements have arrived.
So let's see what Ostia is bringing in. Quite the force, actually. So what we're going to do is pretty simple. We're just going to link them up. Organize them all here. Then once I get them organized down there, I just pull them up. Like this.
Ready and waiting. At the double! Speed orders! Ready! At the double! Double time! Your orders! Quickly now! Forward! Equities! Giddy up! General!
We can't see anything yet from the fort view. We'll just keep the baggage train behind the cavalry,
Riders, advance!
moving much later than everyone else. Once everyone's in position, besides the baggage train, I don't care about them. I'm just going to walk them forward
Principes!
to just outside the line of fire of their towers. I honestly can't believe they decided to stay in their fort, but maybe the AI knows that they have a better chance of taking as many of us down with them as possible. And you know what? They're not even wrong. A lot of these Romans are going to get killed by archer tower fire. Have I spoke too soon? Have these sheep herding raiders come to see us in the field. I can only see one of their units right now, so I'm going to pull my cavalry up. So actually, we're going to run these guys to the flat open spot here.
By your command! Commander, at your service!
Everyone except the cavalry, we're going to move them up to get a view.
Forward! You have orders, sir! Riders, advance! Your very best now, men! Attack! Worry about them, nothing else! Ready to ride!
We have exposed their army. They are coming to see us in the field. It'll be their gravest mistake.
Equities!
Pull their cavalry back.
Riders, and the waiting! Riders,
Actually, we'll just keep Camillus with the rest of the cavalry.
everyone's scared! The trick is not...
Alright, I can see we're going to have them lined up so they're taking the first hit. Hastati, we're going to spread this line out. Principes, we're going to separate.
Double time! Yes, Commander! Ready and waiting! Riders,
Cavalry, we're just going to pull straight back here.
now!
Spear infantry, ready! Advance at speed!
Triari is going to hold the center as usual.
Quick march! Principes!
Double time!
Alright, here we go. First blood.
Missile!
Kenzie got to get pulled back. We do not want them getting hit with javelins. Pull back. Pull back. No! Oh. Alright, Hastati, start throwing your own javelins.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Yours to command! Ready!
We want the Akensi hitting their back line.
Commander!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Take aim! Missile!
Send our Principes in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Bring our cavalry around on the right flank, or the left flank, sorry. Our guys are holding pretty well.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Just make sure they're all hitting who I want them to hit.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Here we got some men standing around.
Missiles awaiting targets. Fire on the enemy.
Our cavalry we're going to use to smash them.
Proud Romans all. Spears ready.
Commander, yours to command.
Kensi we're going to pull behind the Triari and turn their fire at will off. I think they're done. Let's just hit these guys from the back.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Bring our cavalry around to hit their general. We're going to use this Principe to roll this flank.
Yours to command. Brave Romans to abound. Spearmen at the ready.
Run them down.
Brave Romans to abound. General.
We're just going to send Camillus in to attack their general. All these guys can attack the retreating armies, or the retreating units. To have him do his abilities while he's on his way into the charge.
Our general is under attack.
Sons of Mars.
No standing around, all you guys need to be hitting somebody, come on.
Are you command? Spears ready. Commander. Charge! Principes! For glory! Equites!
I think that's that, yep.
The enemy general is dead.
We caught their general this time, he did not escape. Good job, Camillus.
Await orders!
Look at him, didn't lose a single man, already in the blue rank. If you see that little blue chevron there. That's the second level of ranks. It goes 3 copper ranks, 3 blue ranks, and then finally 3 gold ranks. I think we destroyed them. I don't think they got a single man got away here, and look at our army. Hastati, line up. Principes, line up. Triari, not a single man lost. Mackenzie, front line. Line up. No, no, no. Get away from the tower. Come back this way. We do not want to be chasing them all over the place. We might run into their fort. Another glorious Roman victory against the Volscian sheep raiders. We lost 250, they lost 2,000. Oh nice, I got a achievement. Seize the initiative, attack an encampment and win without losing more than 15% of your force. Get off of my lawn. Do we want another 800 gold? Do we want to send some slaves to Rome and Veii? Or do we want them to taste their own blood? I think Since these people want to spend some time in Roman territory, they can do it in chains.
Speed and discipline, men. Speed and discipline.
In these swords here now, we have a legendary battle. The Battle of Ostia in 397 BC. Victory over the Volscian.
The soldiers of Rome.
Now, do we want to send Camillus to Volscian territory right away after such a glorious victory? Next season is winter, so the chances of us attacking in winter are probably low. But their forces are so low right now that we could do it, no problem.
My forces are yours to command.
I'm going to keep him in Rome right now so he can replenish. We'll merge the Hastati because they're still only rank 1. And I think I'm going to disband this unit. He is less than half strength. And then the last 3 units we recruit into this army will all be Hastati.
Glory and gold with the Roman army.
And that fills Camillus' army up. We got more households. Another trophy hunter. And a shield bearer. Stand with me and keep watch. Gives you plus 4% armor for all units. So let's see what he has in power right now for household. A medicus. Do we want replenishment and recovery from wounds, or do we want armor for all our men? Honestly, this is a tough one. Because you won't need the 4% replenishment rate if your men aren't getting killed. So I think I'm going to leave it at medicus for now, but you can let me know if it's worth switching, or maybe I'll just do it later. And you can always give these to your another general as well. So if I raised Emilius again, I could give him these. Or give him the one I don't want, and then take the one that I do want. Alright, let's go. One more turn. I know I said that last turn, but this is just a one more turn game, so... We had a glorious battle that we needed to take care of. Every turn the Carthaginians don't declare war on you is a good one. Looks like the Volscians might be making the same mistake the Veii made. We have a child born. Aulus Furius Duilius. Most joyous news, a healthy child is born. A future pillar of the family and the people. Doesn't tell you who the parents are, we'll have to look at the family tree. Another rebellion imminent at Veii. The Carthaginian politician situation. The money flows easily into the treasury and the man finds his way to a distant land, far beyond Carthage's reach. The Carthaginians learn of this scheming, however, and their ire is great. So for 15 turns, we have a -15 to diplomacy with Punic peoples. Our actions have provoked the hostility of Carthage. But we did get 2,000 gold. And we have our construction complete. The supply pit in Veii is finished. We have a mild winter in Rome. Let's check that out. A mild winter is a blessing from the gods. It may be cold, but it is endurable. Gives us -20% campaign map movement range, -1 public order, -2% morale, and -10% wealth from agriculture. We got another character trait report. Camillus' histrionic trait has matured. I believe that's the last level. So it goes regular, aged, and then mature. And Sextus Cassius Dolabella has gained the refined trait. A good grasp of local culture can be useful. +2 cultural influence. And for Camillus' matured histrionic trait, it gives us +4 growth per turn and -20% public order due to local presence of foreign cultures. Camillus' Hastati have been recruited. Get this child born, let's check the family tree. It is our brother's child. Lucius Furius Medulinus and his wife Pontia Helva have given birth to Aulus Furius Duilius. And with that, I think I'm going to end it there, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this 3rd episode of The Rise of Rome and Broken Couch Gaming. And I hope you enjoyed us getting our revenge for our friends the HERNICI, and then we will make the Volscians pay by seizing all of Latium next. So if you're enjoying this, stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next episode.